history.
Let's talk about all the things women haven't been allowed to do throughout American history.
Everything. How about everything? All-encompassing. We haven't been able to do anything.
Women haven't been allowed to own land, to vote.
Anything fun. Drinking, abortions, voting, all the stuff you want to do on a weekend.
Women didn't used to be able to take maternity leave, so if you got pregnant, then you were just fired.
Wow.
Which is not bad if you don't like the job, but I assume these women like their jobs.
We also were not allowed to use contraceptives, and we were not allowed to refuse to have sex with our husband. That would have been a deal breaker.
When trains were first invented, women weren't allowed to ride them because
they thought that our uteruses would just whoop out of our bodies.
That's mind-boggling.
We weren't allowed to be astronauts. That was my childhood dream.
They didn't want us to go up in space because we wouldn't come down because of the way we were treated down here. But now we're gonna go and we're gonna stay up there. So men, you're not allowed. Just kidding, we're not as mean as you. You can come.
You know what was never illegal in the United States though? A female president.
There's an article in the Constitution that said a president had to be 35 years old, had to be American born, and had to live in the United States for 14 years. I think the founding fathers literally had no idea that a woman would ever want to be president.
Well, they didn't write it down because they were like, they're not even gonna try. You know, it'd be like, do we have to say like a dog can't be governor?
So there have been 12 women who ran before Hillary Clinton for president.
12. Nobody knows. And you know why they don't know?
Because we don't really get taught that in schools. We sort of get the whitewashed male version of history.
Actually, Victoria Woodhull was the first woman to ever run for president.
Ooh.
And she actually won for president 50 years before women even had the right to vote. She was the original badass.
So here's the real question. Why haven't we had a female president yet?
Who do I really want to blame?
We haven't had a female president yet, mainly because of the patriarchy.
Through fear and through men pushing us down and oppressing us under that rug and trying to grab us by the hoo-has and say, no, woman, you sit down, you be like a little obedient dog.
What is mind-boggling to me is that there are so many countries all over the world that have had really amazing and powerful women leaders, such as Pakistan, Iceland, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Indira Gandhi. She was amazing. So many other countries that have had women leaders, and the United States hasn't had one yet. How's that even allowed?
So, it's 2016, and it is so amazing to think about all the things women have been able to do.
We've won Nobel Prizes, we've been to the moon.
Women have been in the president's cabinet, we've been at the top of the Forbes list, we've been media moguls, and also, just like one extra small thing is we have birthed all of humanity.
A couple of these women had the ball sacks to, get in there and start making waves.
So it's about time for a female president.
So it's about time for a female president.
So it's about time for a female president, don't you think? I mean, come on. Let's make this shit happen.
It's about time we had a frickin' piece of puss in the Oval Office. I want you to dab on him, okay? I want you to dab.